1:05, so not the best of laps from Pink. Apologies guys, no idea what happened with the stream then. Seems that the stream dropped off, but we are back underway now. Hound improving by almost half a second there, 33.999. Bruges is on the lap. Title challenger, so we'll stick on with Bruges. It doesn't cut that corner as much as Pink did. But it'll be interesting to see the final time once he crosses the line. Final corner now, DRS open, 32.8, so 3 tenths slower than Pink, or 2.5 tenths slower than Pink. Dan improved, went up to P10 with a 33.4. Full Send Dave is cruising on the outside of the track. Toby just coming up to the final corner now. And 32.4, so up to P4 for Toby. That's a great improvement there. We've got Tom, not yet set a time, joined the session late. He's on his first run. Tom in sector 3 now. Slow triple right hander now. Penal in the corner. Avoid the car that was just after the apex though, around that final corner. Will he pick up a little bit of slipstream maybe, but it's not going to benefit him much. 31.6 from Tom, that is rapid. Ball brought the car on track ahead, who maybe give him a little slipstream there across the line. On the mediums, he's done 3 laps but not set a time yet. So let's see if he can hold it together for this lap. Only 3 minutes left to go in the session. His fuel light's flashing. Hound has retired. So Bobo takes this corner now at the end of the straight. Oh, bit of a lock up, but cuts it a hell of a lot. Doesn't invalidate. Steve says this wheel is dying. Panda's retired in the pits. Thinks his time of a 32.8 is enough. Bobo now up to the line, 32.7. So P8 for Bobo there on his 4th run on them mediums. Josh has retired in P10. Mihai not improving at the moment. Marshall's not yet set a time. We'll jump on with Marshall. Sector 3 now. Looks nice and tidy. I didn't see the Sector 2 split, so my apologies. Pink's retired as well. Mihai not improving. Who's behind him? Marshall, P17, 33.9. Dan's just started his hot lap. Who else is on a lap? Bobo's on an in lap. Pulse and Dave's invalidated. And he's cut the final corner. So that's invalidated. His next lap, so Dave's out. Well, sorry, Dave's done in quali. Mihai's pushing again. Marshall's got his CDR off, so I think he is done. Flicks 6/10 under in sector 2. Albie's invalidated, so Albie will be last. Yeah, it sounds like you need to get that wheel sorted, Steve, or get a new one. Flick's coming up now to the final corner. Up to the line, 33.6, so improves by 9 tenths, puts himself P4, 14, sorry. And then, who's on top there? Is that Bruges, P9, 32.8? Or Mihai, 33.1. One of the mucks. Dan, P12, 33 flat, puts Flicks back in that 15th place, but Dave can't beat him. Marshall's in the pits, and Albie's invalidated as well, so that is it. We are losing Albie, Hound, Marshall, Chip Hazard, and Full Send Dave from Quali 1. But Tom setting the pace though. His first run, 31.6. Rick, his first run, straight for softs as well. No messing about on the medium tyres there for them too. 31.6 and a 32.2. Very fast time from JJ on his second hot lap on the mediums, a 32.2 as well. Next couple of lads improved on the softs. Colin, I think, only set a time on the softs. Pink, I know, only went out and did one lap. Same with Bruges. Toby did do a lap on mediums and then came in for the softs. So yeah, Tom setting the pace there, 6/10 clear of everyone. Quite a big spread, to be honest, in this field, but we are losing Full Send Dave, Chip Hazard, I Am Marshall, Hound, and Albie with no time set. 2.4 seconds covering the whole field. So, any predictions for quali? Who's going to be on pole? Maybe any predictions on how the championship battle's going to go? Please throw them into the comments. Got Toby, the first car, right on track. So we'll stick on board with him. Have a quick check of the tyres. Couple of lads opting for the mediums again. Panda's on an outlap. JJ and Oliver both as well on the medium tyres. Everybody else going for softs. Mihai still in the pits, but got the medium selected. My apologies, lads. I can't shift this car. So a lot of people out on track, just 3 in the pit still, which is Dan, Tom and Mihai. Toby's just about to start his first run in this Q2 session. He's got Josh just behind him as well, who will be picking up a lovely slipstream. Sorry guys. Into sector 1 now, coming into this tight left-hander onto the back straight. Still in hot lap, using a lot of ERS. See a yellow flag there in sector 2 behind Toby as well. Not too sure what that was for. And Toby at 1024 at sector 2. And Toby 32.9, Ovidiu 32.6, Oliver 32.6 on the medium tyre, sorry. JJ 32.6, Bobo 31.7, 31.7 on the softs. So very quick that there from Bobo. under 33.5 on his mediums. Rick 32.5. Oh, Bruges. Oh, Bruges is invalidated. Where's Pink? Pink's coming up behind Bruges. 102.5 at sector 2, so a tenth slower than Toby at sector 2. Pink 32.899. I'm gonna guess that's on used tyres, just a banker. Dan's on an out lap, Flicks on a run lap from the looks of it. Oracle down lap. Josh up to the line. 34.4 from Josh, so definitely nowhere near where he was in Q1. Flicks into the pits, Mihai, just the final corner to go, on the mediums as well. Ooh, little wide and exit, 33.8, puts himself P10. Toby says he was unused as well, fair enough. Colin managing a 32.3 as well, put himself up to P2. He's into the pits now. I think next on the hot lap will be Dan. Bobo says he was on new. Right, so that makes sense. That explains the big tiny difference, that. Time difference, sorry. Dan looks nice through the S's. Real a little unstable there in the exit of the final one, but keeps it under control. Kisses that curb nicely. Tight left hander right, onto the back straight. Overtake activated, DRS activated. See what speed he manages to reach. 199 miles per hour, so 4 miles per hour short of Pink there. But knowing Dan, he prefers the downforce on his setups. He'd aim to be faster through sector 1 and 3. But he has also turned up today with no practice, so that could cost him. Let's see, cross the line, 33.5, puts himself P9 right behind his teammate. Well, 6 tenths behind his teammate. 100th ahead of Pando, who's just starting his second run. We've got Bruges out on mediums now. So I think Bruges might have made a mistake with a set of softs, so he's trying to save a set for the final qualifying session, maybe. 1018 through sector 2. Apologies. Final corner now for Bruges. Used all his ERS this lap. And it's a 32.2 on the mediums, so very quick lap time for Bruges there. Puts him a few positions ahead of his title challenger in pink, who's down in P8 with a 32.899. JJ coming up to the final corner now. 31.9 from JJ. So up to P2, just behind his teammate, 2 tenths. 3 tenths ahead of Championship Challenger Bruges. Panda 32.3 there as well, so Panda up to P4, which drops Dan into the drop zone. Pink only in P9, but going for his second run now. I'm assuming that first lap was done on used tyres. Pink coming up to the S is now his second run. I'm assuming a fresh set of tyres. Try and challenge his rival in Bruges. But Bruges setting a very fast and competitive time on the mediums there. And Pink through sector 3, almost a tenth under his time, so is improving. Can he keep that up now through the next 2 sectors? In the back straight, see what speed he hits there. 205 mile per hour, so 6 mile per hour on. I think it was Dan we looked at. And across sector 2, half a second under, so puts him around a 32.4, 32.3. If he can keep that up through sector 3, I think he may be in and around Bruges' time here. Just the final corner to go. DRS open now, across the line, 31.9. So he beats Bruges, 3 tenths up to P3. There is a yellow flag, that is the Ferrari of Flicks and the McLaren of Tom. I assume one was slowing to let the other go, but both are on outlaps. Got Mihai out on track, a quarter of a second under at sector 1, almost a second under at sector 2. Puts him around a 32.8, which moves him up a couple of places. Just a final corner to go now for Mihai. And a 1.2 second improvement, 32.6, puts him up to P8. We've got Toby on a lap at the moment, just come through the end of sector 1, 2 tenth improvement, purple sector 1 from Toby. See now, can he keep it up? He's using a lot of ERS in that first part of the lap. DRS open now on that back straight. What sort of speed does Toby hit? Give us an idea about his wings. He just hit 200 miles per hour. So somewhere between Pink and Dan. And 0.33 under his time. This is only going to move him up a position or two. Well, saying that, Mihai and Ola are very close in time, so close in times. Toby now, final corner. DRS and across the line, 32-1. Wow, what an improvement from Toby there. He's made all that up in the last sector, it seems. But up to P4 for Toby, that is a massive improvement. We've got Ovidiu coming up to the final corner now. Has he improved? He has by 3 tenths. It's a 32.3, puts him up to P8, so that's knocked all the way into the drop zones. Rick goes fastest. Mercedes and Mihai into the pits. Oliver's in sector 3. Tom across the line. Tom 31.6 goes up to P2. Flicks takes the line, no improvement. Oliver P2 31.589. Very fast from Oliver. Josh improved as well, 32.4, but he's out. Dan's on a lap. Can Dan do something? Almost half a second improvement, but he needs more than that. He needs a lot more than that. 32.5, improved by a second, but he's still out. And Bruges only made it through by just over a tenth. P10 for Bruges, P7 for Pink Eye. Wow. Otherwise, Colin up there, 31.8. So we've got 7 guys now in the 31s. Panda just out. We have 31.5, Rick 31.5, Oliver 31.6, Tom 31.7, Bobo 31.8, Colin 31.9, JJ and Pink, so extremely close at the front. Confirmation now, Rick setting the pace in the Q2 session. Extremely close, Oliver behind, 33 thousandths of a second, and losing Ovidiu, Josh, Dan, Mihai, and Flicks. But only 1.2 covering the whole field, less than 7 tenths covering the top 10, so extremely close. But Bruges maybe a little lucky there to get through in that P10 position. Not enough improvement from the guys behind. Toby says Chucky Evolution's mad, he should have waited, he only just made it through. But yeah, Bruges and Pink in this season finale, the championship battle down to the wire, 6 points in Pink Eye's favour. Bruges scraping through Q2. Is that a sign of things to come, or is he holding back a little bit, saving it for the race? We'll see. So I say thanks to all the viewers, thanks for bearing with me. I do apologise for the persistent coughing. Bobo is the first night on track, so we'll stick on with him. Just coming right, final corner now, started hot up. And away he goes. Bit of overtake used there. The run uphill into turn one. Puff of smoke insinuating a lock up, but not too sure. The current game model, it does like to throw smoke out there. Looks nice and tidy through the S's in sector one that. I think it's going to be a quick time from Bobo this. As long as you can keep it clean now through the final sector and a half. One 1014 through sector 2. Unless he has used the same tyres from Q2 here. I wonder. Anyway, up to the line. It's a 31.5 from Bobo, so a very quick time. Panda 32.1. JJ 31.8 following his teammate there. Both the Red Bulls look very close. I apologise guys, I'll be back as soon as possible. My apologies there, lads. Sorry for that. As it stands, after first and second runs, Onward 31-3, Paul Ball 31-5, Pink Eye 31-6, so Pink doing what he needs to do at the moment to secure the championship. JJ 31-8, invalidated on this lap. Colin 31-9, Panda 32-1, across the line. I think he's just started another lap. Rick 32.5, Toby 32.5, Rouge only 32.6. Again, we don't know what tyres have been used on these runs. Toma 33.1. JJ invalidated Panda on a lap, and we'll stick on with Panda. See sector 1 split improved by 100, so marginal improvement at the moment for Panda. JJ has pulled into the pits and retired. Not enough time for him to get back out. sector 3 now. Fuel light flashing, but I don't think he'll have enough time or battery left for another lap anyway, let alone the fuel. Oh, he's got a McLaren parked right on the apex in front of him. That's Tom on an outlap, and I think that's cost him. He's made it just over a 10th. He's gone up to P6 with a 32 flat, but I think he caught Tom in the wrong place then. Who else was on the lap? Tom's just started one. Aston Martin Colin on a lap, just coming to the end of sector 2. Improving by 3.5 tenths. Using plenty of battery there out of the slower speed corners. One corner to go now. Across the line, 31.3. Wow, rapid for Colin. Ahead of Oliver. We've got Toby next across the line. Then Bruges. Toby 31.8, Bruges 31.6, Pink 31.3, picking up a slipstream off Bruges. So the mind game's at play there already. Pink using that slipstream of Bruges, and improved Rick up to P2 with a 31.3. And that is it. That is going to be your top 10 for Q3. I'll be back just before the race start. back. Lads, I'll just throw up the tyre graphic. Everyone on mediums apart from Full Send Dave and Albert on the hards. Just as the front view drivers are forming up on the grid. Ferrari at the back, I'm going to guess that's Hound. So waiting for him to take his position now. There we go, all formed up, the lights are on. And away we go. Decent start there by Colin. Rick looks to have got a good start as well, but not enough to get alongside Colin. Pink up the inside of Oliver. He's having a look at Rick as well. Not quite got Rick. Oliver's coming back at Pink. No, they don't want to be side by side through the S's. And Pink's had to concede that position back to P4 where he started. Bruges lost out to Toby on the start there. So, championship at the moment is in Pink Eye's favour, 6 points. Bruges needs to outscore Pink by 6 points. And there's a long way to go. We've not even made it halfway around this circuit of the Americas track. Biggest loser on the first lap, JJ down to P15. From P8, Bruges back past Toby there on the straight. Pink was having a look at Oliver, but didn't get it done. Oh, Hound, Marshall, Ovidiu further down. See yellow flags of Ovidiu. They dropped a number of positions then, so wondered if there was damage, but doesn't appear to be any damage on anyone there. I've got to say as well, everyone's still within DRS. So, extremely close on that opening lap there. Chip up 5 places, I'll be up 5. Marshall and Hound battling through, into turn 1 and out of turn 1. And there we go, Hound is the first person out of DRS range. But he's back in it. DRS activated on after the first lap now. See, yellow fuel light for Rick. Also for Bobo. JJ. And that is it. But a lot of ERS being burnt up front. Rick going up the inside of Colin. The end of the back straight. Toby's ended up losing positions to Panda and Tom now as well. Bruges sat on the back of the space. Looks like a 6-way battle now for the lead. Panda 1.3 behind these front 5. Front 6, sorry. Albie with a 3-second penalty already as we start the third lap. Albie just lost the position to Mihai as well. Oh, just seen a Mercedes. Looked like a Mercedes. It wasn't a Mercedes, it was an Aston Martin. It was a Marshall spin at the wall. And he is now missing an end plate, but we've got no safety car, no VSC. Top 6 still pulling away from everyone behind. They put another second into Panda. Bruges at the back of this pack in a decent position with ERS. Pink in a very similar position to Bruges. Yeah, probably a bit better off. Oliver has burnt nearly everything. He's down to 14%. So it'll be interesting to see how Bruges plays this, whether he tries to undercut Pink or just stick with the group and see if he can work his way through, or maybe hope for an incident or something ahead, or, you know, there's a lot that can decide this battle now. Chip with a 3-second penalty. And JJ now back past Chip. Tom up 3 places now. Tom passed both Toby and Panda. Looks like Panda's lost 2 positions though, back down to P9 where he started the race. Oliver extremely close to Colin here. Colin's done a bit of recovering his ERS. He's now got double what Oliver's got. And Pink, he's going for the move on Oliver. Bruges can see this from behind, and Bobo's going for it as well. Oh, not quite. Toby, 10-second penalty for corner cutting. And Toby's tumbling down the order though, he's just lost 4 places. Five places. But it's definitely a breakaway group now, this front 6, 3.7 ahead. Be interesting to see whether Bruges tries burning a bit more ERS to try and make progress with Pink, or whether he still just sits behind in reach of this group and hopes that the 2 lads ahead of him don't cost him time. Dan up past Josh, or side by side into turn 1. Dan concedes, Josh takes the position back. I'll be with another 3-second penalty. JJ's all over the back of Dan now as well. Panda just losing touch a little bit with Tom. No DRS. So that could cost him here to Josh. It's not. Front 6 still just pulling away from the guys behind, still extremely close. Bruges just at the back of this pack, biding his time. A lot of VRS recovered from the lads ahead as well, those who burnt early now almost fully recovered. There's Oliver and Bobo side by side into turn 1. Bobo's up the inside. It looks like he's got the move done. Oh, we got a yellow flag. That's an Aston Martin. That's Marshall in sector 2. He is still going. No VSC, no safety cars. See what happens with this front 6 now down this straight. Slipstream, DRS open. Rick the only one without, but he must have the wings low enough because he's holding that position down the straight, unless Colin's just not going for it. Looks like there's a bit of chaos behind. Not too sure what happened. I saw Dan jump up, Josh jump down, JJ jump up and then jump right back down. As I jumped on board, JJ was off the track. Looked like he'd gone way too deep at the end of that straight. Dan's got Panda all over the back of him now, but Panda does have front wing damage as well. He's missing an end plate. And Toby's looking at Panda. JJ just behind Toby. Hound picking up 3 seconds. Ooh, is that Panda trying to late move on to the inside of Dan? There's an Alpine. That's Albie and Flicks into the wall at turn 1. It's a VSC. Flicks, I think, is beached. Oh no, he's just not moving. It took him a long time to get going there. I'll be picking up another 3-second penalty. Has Albie got damage? He has. He's definitely missing end plate. Yeah, end plate damage from the look of it. Looks like Flicks has lost a lot more than that. He's lost most of his front wing. So it gives all the lads at the front chance to recover the fuel and the RS. Everybody's at 100% now. And we are back green, back racing. And it looks like your front 6 have actually pulled more of a gap now, over 5 seconds behind, ahead of Tom. Tom in a bit of no man's land there, 5-second gap ahead of him and 3.7 behind him. Let's hope he can keep his concentration. I will have a quick check of the tyres. So, Full Send Dave and Albie still on the hard tyres that they started on. Hound, Flicks have got mediums after the first lap, it looks like, maybe. The mediums they started on. Marshall, is Marshall the only one who's pitted? I think he is. And Flicks is now sat on the straight. I don't know if he's tried to go in the pits and missed it. Surely he can't have, but he's got no front wing. Hope he's not trying to cause a safety car here. JJ up past Panda now, taking P11. Yeah, I agree, Harvey. That's why I've stuck on board. With a front wing that bad, I think he needs to come in. He needs to pit. But Ovidiu is out in sector 3 there, the penultimate corner. It's a VSC. And Albie's picked up 3 seconds again. And a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Albie's going to be disqualified soon. That's 22 seconds worth of penalties. Insane. See now, does Flicks pit under this VSC? It looks like he's holding Marshall up. me high, drive through. No, Flicks has stared out again. And we're back green. That makes no sense. Me high and Albi both getting a drive through though. Flick's completely out of control. He can't control the car. There you go. He's dragged Marshall into trying to force a move because he's so much faster. And Marshall's half spun. Oliver now deciding to pit from P5, so bit of a strange one. Didn't pit last lap under the VSC, he's waited a lap. Bruges has lost touch with that front four now. Josh up past Dan. I don't know if Dan's realised that he's still in none on ERS mode. So he's just changed to medium. But Bruges now struggling a little bit. 1.7 behind his title rival. We've got Colin going for the move on Rick down the straight as well. I think Bruges will be hoping these lot start battling now. Dan back past Josh. JJ up past Josh as well. End of that straight. Too sure what happened there. I saw yellow flags and the McLaren dropping down the order. Colin and Bobo have pitted. Bruges has pitted as well. He's gone for the undercut. Bruges has thought about it and he's thought he's had to try something different. So he's gone for the undercut on Pink. And now, be interesting to see, do the lads at the front pit this time round, or do they try and go for a more of an overcut? Oliver up past Tom, Albert into the pits. Is this the service drive-through? It could be. Otherwise, Colin up past Tom now. Dan dropping. Who's that? That's Tom. Tom spun. Oh, Rick, 10 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Pink Eyes followed him in as well. They don't want to let the lads undercut him, but Tom spun. Where do Colin, Bobo and Bruges end up opposed to Pink? Yellow flag in sector 3, that's Tom again, I think. McLaren off the racing line. Colin takes the lead. Bobo, net P2, will be P3. Well, P3 at the moment, will be P2. Bruges hasn't gained on Pink at all. He's actually lost 3 tenths. 4 tenths by now by doing the overcut. But Pink has... Oh, sorry, Bruges has no ERS. He's burnt all his ERS trying to catch up and it's not worked. It's not worked. Bruges is in no man's land. This is not good for the championship battle. We need Bruges ahead of Pink just to take it to the wire. Have a look at the penalties. Rick with 10 seconds. Panda, Toby and Hound with 3. Chip with 6. And Albie with 12 after serving a drive-through and a 10-second penalty. Marshall has pulled into pits and retired. Apologies there, lads. A few places swapped out. Toby making a jump on Mihai, who's now decided to pit for the hards. We'll have a check at the tyres. So we've got Full Send Dave still on the 12 lap-old hards that he started on. Tom into the pits and retires. I was about to say on the mediums that he started on. I'll be now up to 16th. Flicks ghosted. Dan making it past Panda though. 2 lap fresher tyres. Panda with penalties as well. Bruges now completely lost that front 4, 3.8 behind. And we've got yellow flags. It's a full safety car. What is that for? Is that Flicks? It's Flicks with no front wing. Wow. So now that gap that your front 4 had built up over Bruges is going to disappear completely. But Pink and Rick on the fresher tyres. Rick still with a penalty to serve, as Albie picks up another drive-through for speeding. The second drive-through for speeding under a safety car this race. Wow. That was insane. Absolutely insane. I've got to say I'm disappointed with Flicks' driving tonight so far, from what I've seen. Not been great at all. It was behind the Mercedes there of a Bruges, I think that is on track. No, it's not. It was... Oh no, it was Bruges. It was Bruges who was next to Flicks. Rick is paid. I think this is going to be to serve his penalty. Yeah, it is. Getting that penalty served well before the final 25% of the race. Pop some fresh tyres on. Get back out and see what he can do from that. Full Send Dave pitting now for a set of fresh mediums. Chips now up to P9 after them pit stops. Flicks let's put softs on. And you're not going to do 14 laps on the softs, so I don't understand it. Look, I applaud people staying out and, you know, finishing races instead of pitting and quitting, but yeah. I mean, you've already caused one safety car. Well, two. You caused the VSC and now a safety car. Let's just hope there's not another. So we've got Bobo up in P2 now, Colin still P1, Pink P3, Bruges P4, Albert has retired from the session. I think he's hit the pit wall. He has. He's hit the pit wall on entrance. So Albert is out. JJ now back up to P5 as well after losing 7 places on the opening lap. JJ back in a very strong position. Fresher tyres than Bruges as well. Most of the pack formed up on the safety car now. It's just Hound and Flicks we're waiting on. I think Flicks is actually there. He's trying to unlap himself with no wing. He's still got no wing. He's got soft tyres on and no front wing. And we've got the safety car in this lap message. Hound says he's struggling with that wheel. And Flitch still has no front wing. But the safety car is in this lap. So Colin will start to back us up now. Allow the safety car to just put a gap. Enter the pits safely before anyone gets back racing. And Colin's got us racing. We are back underway. Green flags. And oh, who'd have thought? We've got a Ferrari that spun this. It's the one with no front wing. I don't know what you're still doing out on track, to be honest. Absolute hazard. And Flix is now, the NF on track and caused the VSC. not great. Didn't quite fully get back racing after the full safety car. But hopefully none of the lads are pushing the deltas too much. You don't want to risk a drive-through. It's a shame Albi's out. He could have made it 3 drive-throughs. But we are back green and racing. It looks like Bobo's got a run on Colin here. Ooh, very nice from Bobo there. It looks like he's caught him napping a little bit at the VSC restart, but not enough to get the move done. And Bruges is looking at pink. What a camera angle as we go through the S's now. See how severe the lefts and rights are. Pink looked like he's having a move at Bobo, and then in the next corner it looks like Bruges is having a go at him, and now Bruges is under pressure from JJ. I love that helicopter camera. But now down the back straight, DRS open. Bobo is going for the move on Colin. Bobo taking the lead of the race. JJ not managing to get past Bruges. Bruges sort of stuck behind Pink as well, which is not where he needs to be. Bruges is 6 points behind Pink for the lead of the championship. And this is the final round of the season, so after this there is no more points. Everything is on the line now in this last 10 laps. Rick up past Chip. Since the pack rejoined under that safety car as well, they struggled to break the gap. It's now your front 9 all within DRS of each other. And that gap just behind that is Chip, Josh and Toby, and they're costing each other time by battling. Although we're picking up 3 seconds. Pink's looking racing as the lads ahead. Bruges behind in a very similar position ERS wise. Colin using a lot. He's going for the move, sticking to the racing line. Is Bobo hanging it up the inside? No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it and gives him the position. Which has put him under pressure to Pink a bit now. I've got Ferrari at Hound moving slow at the back. Panda down to 14th. 13th now, battling with Knee High and Toby. Rick missing an M plate still. JJ up past Dan. Eight laps to go now. Top 7 all extremely close. Now down this straight, slipstream and DRS going to make a big difference for the cars behind. Will Bobo be close enough to make a move? He is, and he gets the move done. So Bobo and Colin, the only 2 swapping over there. Bruce still sitting behind Pink Eye. I wonder if he's just... My apologies, I wonder if he's just biding his time, waiting for the right time to strike. Maybe a more unexpected time. Colin still extremely close to Bobo, so battle for the lead's not over. Bobo's in a better position with VRS, but Pink and Bruges behind. Both 100%. Pink's picked up a 3-second penalty. That could completely cost him. That could cost him the championship. JJ's now battling Bruges. Bruges will want to sit as close to Pink as he can, but keeping as many people as close behind as possible as well. If there's a late safety car, that could screw Pink. LOI Colin takes the lead from Bobo. As it stands, Pink is P7. Bear with me 1 second, let me just pull up the scoring charts. P7 is 9 points, and Bruges will take P3, which is 16 points, which means Bruges wins the championship by 1 point as it stands. Oh no, he doesn't. Oliver has got a 3-second penalty as well. So Pink will only be P6, which is 10 points. Bruges P3 16. They'll be level on points as it stands. Then it comes down to count back, and I do not have the figures in place. But as this stands, it is coming back to count back. If Pink loses more time to Rick, or if, I don't know, if someone ahead gets a penalty and Bruges gets closer to them, maybe that could affect it as well. Bruges scoring more points then. Because after P5, it's only 1 point between the positions behind. 2 to P4, 3 to P3, but there's a big 4 and 5 point gap then. Pink is battling Colin now. Pink's got that 3-second penalty. I think he wants to push. I think he wants to try and push. I don't think we've seen Pink panic before, but he looks like he's under a little bit of pressure now. 6 laps to go on a 3-second penalty. Come on, Bruges. If anybody who's watching who could help me with the maths, tell me if I'm right. But I am pretty sure, as it stands now, Pink Eye and Bruges will be tied on points. If Bruges takes Colin, Bruges takes the championship. This is insanely close. And that's it, Pink trying to push and trying to get past Colin. Might just entice Bruges to do so as well. As you see now, Pink pulling out but not making a move. Bruges still comfortable with his ERS sat there. JJ's burnt a lot. If Bruges can get past Colin, he's looking at P2. P2 and 20 points. Whereas Pink will move down to P6, which is 10 points. So Bruges will win it. Bruges will win it by 4 points if he can get Colin. If it stays as it is, they're level on points and it goes back to count back. Pink's still trying to push ahead. Bruges burning with DRS now. Pink's going for a move on Bobo. He's going for the lead of the race. He's going to try and pull away. But has he got it in him in cockpit view? Oh, he has a wobble. And Bobo's coming back at him. No, a couple of seasons ago, seeing Pink in that position, I'd expect him to now pull away, but cockpit view, he has made a mistake in the last few races. Could it happen again? Could it cost him? Oh, it's going to be an extremely close finish in the championship. There's 3 laps to go. Bobo needs to make a move to get it won. I don't know what happens if it goes to countback. I really don't know what happens if it goes to countback. Sorry, Harvey. Checking the tyres there. Pink, 1 lap fresher tyres than the 3 behind. JJ, same as Pink. Josh picking up 3 seconds. Dan 14 laps on his. Then we've got 3 lads on mediums. Panda 16 laps on their hards. I don't know who's going to win on countback, and this is going to be the deciding factor, it looks like. Dan just dropping back a little bit. Is that going to save Pink? What is Dan's gap to the leader? Pink's picked up another 3 seconds. Pink's got 6 seconds. Which means he goes P7. It means he goes P7. Which means Bruges is going to win the race. Bruges is going to take P3. So countback is now unnecessary. Bruges is going to take 16 points for P3 as it stands. And Pink is going to drop to P7, which is 9 points, 7 points difference, which means Bruges will win the championship by 1 point. 1 point. And there's only 2 laps left. The only hope for Pink is that Oliver picks up another 3-second penalty. Just to take it to countback, and again, I don't know how it'll go with countback. Dan just losing a bit of time to the guys ahead. JJ up past Oliver. Chip, 42 seconds of penalties. Yeah, I would just make say I'm surprised he's not been kicked. It looks like he's quitting the pits, to be honest. Oh, it's still close. Dan's lost another 9 tenths now, which is a lot, but at the moment Still costing Pink. Keep going, Dan. We'd rather Bruges win the title. Oh, Pink picking up 6 seconds of penalties, and that might have ruined his whole championship now, as we are coming up to the line and starting the final lap. Dan still losing time. Fulton Dave picking up 3 seconds. Still close at the front. His front 5 still covered by 2.1. Dan losing more time. Pink going for the lead. Oh, come on, Dan. Pick up the pace. Don't hand it to Pink here. Bobo battling Pink's holding him up a bit, which is bringing Dan back into it. It was down. He needed less than a second over Dan. And now it's dropped. It's dropped. I think Bruges has done it. I think Bruges has done it. Round the final corner now. Up to the line. Bobo P1. Well fought race. Colin P2. Brilliant from the start. Bruges P3. JJ P4. Oliver P6. Pink P7. I think that is it. I think that is the championship. P3, 16 points. P7, 9 points. That is a 7-point switch. And Pink was leading by 6 points. So Bruges has just won the championship on my maths by 1 point. Wow. And that's all down to Pink getting 2 time penalties. 2 separate track limit penalties has cost him the championship in the final race of the season. Wow. Apologies, lads. I'm on the Discord. I'm looking, trying to work out the timings and how the final standings are going to be. But on my maths, there, Bruges is the season 12 Tier 1 champion, beating Pink Eye by 1 point overall. Pink taking 6 seconds worth of penalties. And that has cost him the championship in the final race of the season. He was where he needed to be until he picked up them track limits penalties. And that has cost him. That has cost him massively. Wow, that is insane. What a finish. What a finish to the season, and what a season it has been. Bobo, Colin and Bruges are your podium sitters, which I will fire an invite now. My apologies. Bobo, Bruges. I'm Colin again. I get he's probably sick of talking to me by now. Who've we got in here now? We've got Colin. We've got Bobo. Tell you what, we'll start with Bobo taking the win though. Final
Good
race
evening.
of the season. Yeah, well, you did well in quali, and then yeah, in the race it was close, but you looked on top.
I was on top. I felt so confident. And even when early in the race, when I was like P5, P4, I felt I was quicker. But the biggest thing was like managing ERS, like don't waste it too much and being scared for behind, So that was good.
I've got to say there was a lot of ERS management between that group. I think we're top 6 in the first stint.
Yeah.
I think the lowest I did see was actually Colin. Once he'd made the move and gone for a push, I think he went down to about 19%, and that was the lowest I'd seen. And then within 2 laps, he was back up at 80-odd%. So
Yeah.
a very close battle, very tactical battle as well between you lot at the front.
Yeah, man, and I wanted to win on track. So the last lap, like Pink was going for it, but no, not today, not today.
Well, Pink was going for it for the drivers' championship, and he ended up costing himself by picking up another track limit penalty.
Yeah, man, that
It,
was really unfortunate. I felt a little bit bad for him.
from my maths anyway, I could be wrong, but from
Hmm.
my maths, he's lost the championship by 1 point.
Yeah, he said it's by himself as well.
He lost it by 300s.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's painful, man. If he overtook me, maybe he he won the championship, but not today.
Well, that was it. At the point he overtook you, the gap to Dan in P7 was
Yeah,
just over 5 seconds. So he only needed 9 tenths in
yeah.
the final part. But then when you battled him back, he lost about another 8 tenths to Dan. So yeah, it was close, and yeah, I didn't know how it was going to go at the end. To be honest, I didn't know what Pink could do. Whether he tried slowing the guys up behind, or just tried getting ahead and pulling away, or what. But
I
what
think
what a finish to a season, to be honest.
Brooke needs to thank me, man. I want him to thank me, man. No, it was a good season, man. Good season. I'm excited already for the next one, man. I'm feeling better than ever, so let's go.
Well, I've got to say, stepping up from Tier 3, obviously, winning the championship there last season, this
Yeah,
your first season in Tier 1, and I've got to say, I know you missed a couple of races and that, but you've held
yeah,
your own here, you've been quick, you've looked really good.
yeah.
Go on, Bobo! Yeah, boy!
And Red Bull on top, man. Red Bull on
Yeah!
tap. So I'm happy and congrats to yeah, it's a difficult name for me, but Brooke.
I always call him Bruges.
Bruce, yeah. Well done to
Same.
him.
Yeah, big interruption there from Bobo's Red Bull teammate JJ.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
buzzing, mate. After being like P3000 on flat one, banging.
Yeah,
He's finally here.
you've been very unfortunate yourself this season, JJ. You know, found yourself up there in quality, brilliant times on the mediums and stuff like that in the early sessions, and then start of the race, spin, damage, contact, whatever, and you're right back down there, fighting your way
Never,
back.
never mind. It's not about me. It's about Bobo. Go on, Bobo, my son. When I'm Bruges.
Okay, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Clay was first my dad, and now it's JJ my dad. So. Good
I'll become the granddad if you need. It's fine.
I was just going to ask, who won the World Championship, Bruges or JJ?
Has it? I wonder why you joined and got so excited, but yeah, I've just had Bruges add me as a friend, so I wonder if he's trying to join the party.
I
I've
have him
sent,
anyway. I'm pretty
sent,
sure I have
I've
him
sent
actually.
him another invite, but yeah, Colin, another podium for you, mate. You've ended this season brilliantly.
Yeah, disappointed to lose it from pole position really, but look, you know what? Oh, there he is. Yeah, disappointed to lose it from pole position, but I just didn't have it. I knew I
Yeah,
didn't. I hooked it over one lap, but that was it. Really.
yeah, you hooked it up, you look good, but you were there all the race. It's not as though you were out of it, you fell back or anything. You were there all race, and a couple of VSCs, a safety car, any of them go in your favour, and you were solid.
It was alright. It wasn't too. I'll probably watch it back again. Obviously, just mostly reactions. Just like I mean, unbelievable race. Like absolutely unbelievable to be involved in it. Like again, I mean, the two lads in between this World Championship sandwich was just unbelievable. Watching it, what was going on, like, and it actually, I only copped it with 4 laps to go. I was like, oh, what's going? Oh no, I'm actually in between the two lads here. And Pink having his penalty. I only copped it then that it was actually why Pink was so aggressive. I was like, why is he so? And then.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I copped this.
I saw Pink pick up the 3 seconds, and I thought nothing of it, and then I went, "Oh shit, that's championship costing." But Oliver was, I think, P5 or P6, and he had a 3 second penalty as well, so it would have put him level.
Until he got another one. I couldn't believe it when I got the second one. Actually, I was looking at it because we were all pulling away from Oliver, so I was surprised he pushed as hard as he did. But that's, I mean, Bruges not going to complain. I know he's going to say something different, but yeah. But look, it was a great race to be involved in, to be honest with you.
I will apologise for the comms. I'm still unwell, so I've spent a lot of time muting and coughing.
Where's the champ?
He's here.
But we'll move on to the champion now, Bruges.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
P3 on track. Obviously, you didn't win it on track. Win the race, but you did what you needed to do. You kept a clean race. You avoided penalties, avoided the track limits. Essentially, that's what's cost Pink the championship. They're picking up 6 seconds worth of penalties. But as it stood, apologies there, sorry. As it stood with 2 laps to go when he only had 3 seconds worth of penalties, it was going to count back. You were level on points. And then he picked up the extra 3 seconds and just give it to you. Unbelievably close. As I said, I'm looking at the standings and trying to look at the points and work it out, and I had you level, so it'd go back to count back, but I didn't know who'd win on count back, who's had the most wins, most P2s, etc. I didn't have a clue. So I'm trying to find information in the league, and then as I look up, Pink's picked up another 3 second penalty, and that pretty much wrote him off. That's lost him the championship though. It was after the safety cars. Yeah, unbelievably close between that front group. Well, I've got to say, absolutely brilliant drive, mate. You take the podium at the very least, but by my mathematics, you are our new world champion. So congratulations, Bruges. Absolutely brilliant season, mate. So consistent. Well done. I look forward to seeing it. Look forward to commentating over next season as well. Because I agree. I do think there's a lot of drivers that will be challenging for this title now. Yeah, great job all season. Anyway, thank you everyone. Thank you to our podium sitters, Bobo, Colin, and Bruges, our championship winner. Special congratulations, Bruges. Thank you everyone who's commented, everyone who's tuned in. Uh, we will see next season for Tier 1, but Tier 3 will be racing here on Sunday at 8 o'clock on our Twitch channel, so we'll see you there.